Okay, so I'm going to try to do the most basic transformations to show you how we graph this before we get into that lesson one day. So, basic transformations, the absolutely most basic ones, I'm going to just draw it out for you so you can see what I'm referring to. So, in reference to the problem you have above, the negative f of x is this parentheses. The negative in front of that is the outside next to the a. And then the minus 2 is that minus k. So with these transformations, if you have a negative on the outside, it means you reflect your graph over the x-axis, which really just means flip down. With the plus or minus h, so a plus or minus on the inside is how I usually say it. Minus means shift to the right, and then plus means shift to the left. With the plus or minus on the outside of your parentheses or your outside of your graph, that means shift your graph for plus. Minus is shift your graph. So if I have this negative on your graph is a y equals f, that is your original graph. That is what we have. It's the one that they drew for you in the blue. The one they gave you next is negative minus 2. We are literally going to flip our graph upside down first. That negative right here. So right now it's currently at the 3. I'm going to go down to the negative 3. And then we're going to move it down 2. So shift down 2, reflect over. I want to just grab this real quick. So same thing I kind of just said to us. I don't need this top part. All right. So we have our graph. Our current graph is the one that they gave us. They already drew for us. So we're not worrying about that. Instead, we're going to reflect over the x-axis. So our x-axis is right here. Bigger, I'm sorry. There we go. All right, so this is my x-axis. Okay. We're reflecting over that axis. So this is where we started at. When we do the reflection, because the negative on the outside, we are now going to be here. Okay. and that's going to be 2 because that's where we reflection is currently at 3. So we're going to reflect over the x-axis to -3. And lastly, shift down 2. So literally move our graph down 2 units. So it would now be here. So this is going to be our final graph. So this one at the bottom where the 3 is at is going to be the graph of your new function. We reflected it over the x-axis first, and then we shifted it down 2.